Most professionals believe integrated business planning, or IBP, is simply the next version of sales and operations planning. Some companies even rename their monthly S&OP meeting as IBP and believe they've become more mature overnight. Is IBP actually different from S&OP? Or is it just a new label for an old process? In this video, we'll explain the textbook differences, what really happens inside companies, and why understanding this distinction can completely change how you think about supply chain planning. Why S&OP exists. Imagine you're running a manufacturing company. The sales team predicts they'll sell 50,000 units next month. Operations can only manufacture 40,000. Procurement has raw materials for just 35,000. Finance wants inventory reduced because too much cash is tied up in stock. Marketing has already announced a major promotion. Every department has different priorities. Without coordination, the result is obvious. Production shortages, excess inventory, customer complaints, higher logistics costs, and constant firefighting. This is exactly why sales and operations planning, or S&OP, was introduced. The purpose of S&OP is actually quite simple. Bring every major department into one structured monthly planning process. Agree on one demand forecast. Balance demand with supply. Review capacity. Set inventory targets. And make decisions before problems happen. Think of S&OP as the process that gets everyone looking at the same version of reality instead of working in separate silos. So then, what is IBP? Now here's where most people get confused. Integrated business planning doesn't replace S&OP. Instead, it expands it. Think about this situation. Suppose your planning team says, we should increase inventory by $10 million before the festive season. From an S&OP perspective, that might be a perfectly reasonable decision. Higher inventory means better customer service, fewer stockouts, more sales. But finance immediately asks a different question. Where will that $10 million come from? What's the carrying cost? How will it impact cash flow? Will the additional sales actually generate enough profit to justify the investment? Suddenly, this is no longer just an operations decision. It's a business decision. And that's exactly where integrated business planning begins. IBP connects operational plans directly with financial performance and business strategy. Instead of asking, can we produce more? IBP asks, should we produce more? That single word changes everything. The biggest difference. Let's make this incredibly simple. Imagine you're driving a car. S&OP is making sure the engine, brakes, steering and fuel system all work together. Everything is coordinated. The car runs efficiently. IBP is deciding where the business should actually drive. Should we enter a new market? Launch a new product? Invest in another factory? Reduce inventory to improve cash flow? Acquire another supplier? In other words, S&OP focuses on balancing operations. IBP focuses on optimizing the business. Here's another way to think about it. S&OP asks, can we meet demand? IBP asks, which option creates the best business outcome? That's a much broader question. What changes in IBP? Let's compare the two. In a traditional S&OP meeting, you'll usually discuss demand forecasts, production plans, inventory, capacity, supply availability, transportation, service levels, all operational topics. Now let's look at an IBP meeting. Everything from S&OP is still there. But now additional questions appear. How does this decision affect revenue, gross margin, cash flow, working capital, capital investment, business strategy, product portfolio, long-term growth? Notice something interesting. Operations didn't disappear. They became part of a much larger business conversation. That's why many experts say S&OP is operational alignment. IBP is enterprise alignment. So which one is better? This is actually the wrong question. IBP isn't competing with S&OP. It builds on it. Without a disciplined S&OP process, your forecasts won't be reliable. Your supply plans won't be stable. Your inventory won't be controlled. And if that foundation is weak, adding financial dashboards or AI software won't solve the problem. Think of S&OP as building the foundation of a house. IBP is building the upper floors. You cannot skip the foundation. Conclusion. Sales and operations planning is about balancing demand and supply. Integrated business planning expands that process by integrating finance, strategy, product portfolio, executive decision-making, and long-term business goals. The textbook distinction is useful. But in practice, the boundary is often blurred. Many mature S&OP processes already look very similar to IBP. Ultimately, organizations don't become world-class because they use the term IBP. They become world-class because they make faster, smarter, and more integrated business decisions. And that's the real objective of both S&OP and integrated business planning. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Join our membership. You will get to break down supply chain problems and their database solutions with real-world frameworks every week. Till then, keep optimizing. Thanks for watching.